Greetings and salutations. I'm Corey, and welcome to the Dead Unicorns show here that we're doing for Dungeons and Dragons: The Eternal City. This is our second one, so hey, you don't need to know much. This is basically a Roman-esque D&D setting. All of the races are here, but it's like a Roman aesthetic to it. They're in the Eternal City. It's a huge city that everybody lives in, and it's kind of Roman. That's the best description I can give. It's accurate.
Very accurate.
There's a lot of information on the city, and we're going to make more as we play the game. And you can find that at our Obsidian portal, and the link is in the description below. And let me introduce our fellows here. Howard is playing Verbositus. Verbositus. I'll never get that correct. Okay, Verbositus. And he is a... Oh, let's Howard talk about it.
Verbositus is a... They call him a tiefling, but he should be more known. I am a man of my word, and I am a man who knows this city. Verbositus is an urban bounty hunter tiefling. And we'll just say an assorted background.
All right.
Assorted.
Tarek is...
Sorted, like there's a space there.
Tarek, you're playing Regulus. Tell us about Regulus.
Regulus is a high elf. He is kind of snooty, but not intentionally so. He just has existed that way long enough that it's become kind of second nature. He's not great at talking to people. He's apparently not great at thinking things through in the middle of a fight. And he's got a second chance at life now, so
Yes, our little respawn situation.
That's definitely a nice way of looking at it.
Okay, and Crystal, you're playing Audrey?
Audrey Greenleaf, a halfling bard who thought that her healer's kit was basically a cure spell. Yeah, bad choices.
Okay. A little bit of change that I'm doing for the rules, so everybody knows and everybody out there knows. How I'm doing XP is I'm doing it scene by scene. So depending on what happens in that scene, I'll assign it a threshold and then give out that XP to the group based on it. So I have considered creating the company an easy task, and that became 25 XP for everybody. And then the rats, because everybody died already once to them, I made a deadly task, so everybody got 100 XP for that.
It was literally deadly.
You guys can get more XP by going to the Obsidian portal and writing in an adventure log after every adventure. When you write in an adventure log, I'll give you easy to medium experience points. That should help you along and help you in the gameplay. Other than that, I need to give out the inspiration for last game, and I believe Regulus gained inspiration for playing his flaw. Audrey also played her flaw, so she can go ahead and get inspiration. And Verbositus, I'm going to give you inspiration for playing your personality trait.
Okay.
Oh, wait, flaw too. It's in your flaw. It's in both.
It is in my flaw.
Yes.
Well, you have inspiration.
Both of those.
I have double inspiration. You can't use double inspiration. It's just when I use it, I want you to know that mine's bigger.
So a slight recap.
It won't let me actually select that.
Select what?
Inspiration. He wants it like on his cheat,
Oh,
so he knows it's there.
that's weird.
I don't even remember if
I can toggle mine on and off.
I am not able to toggle mine either. I think it has something to do with Chrome.
Oh, I can do it. And
I'm
using
using
Firefox.
Chrome because
I'm also using
Roll20
Firefox,
does
I
not
just won't-
like Firefox.
I don't know. There's something wrong with Roll20 and my version of Chrome that I'm using because it won't load images and it won't allow me to click inspiration on people. So
Roll 20 is just both
It
great
makes
and
me-
terrible at the same time.
I know, right? It's such a great and useful tool, and then it's also buggy. And we just kind of
It
muddle through it.
likes me just fine.
Tarek,
You guys.
if you want a marker for your inspiration, chew some gum and then put it on your screen, and then
Inside the
when
box.
you when you use it, just pull it off of your screen and then chew it again, and then that's your used inspiration.
Or you can, like, make a little drawing of a dragon on, like, a little label sticker and stick that on your computer.
Right?
Hmm. Also, yes.
There's the possibilities are endless, really.
Going to see if there's anything in the. All right, good. Keep going. You're good.
Okay, let's do a
Like-
recap. So, last game, you guys joined the Factorum Guild by starting a company called the Regulators. It's just you three, but you made up three fictitious people to fill out your ranks.
One of them is a half-orc.
Yeah, and that was a point of contention, but it seems to be solved for now.
It's not specifically against the rules, so they couldn't say no.
You,
We can fired him. Even though he's fictional, he'll get over it. And even if he rages on us, whatever, he's fictional.
so you guys at home, you're probably like, why is a half orc a problem? It's a race in the book. Well, in this city, they are stick in the muds. They believe in a monotheistic deity called the Absolute. And if you are not part of the Absolute, you're part of the adversary. And orcs are aligned with the adversary, and therefore half orcs, by their very nature, are evil. They can't be good because the Absolute and the adversary are, these monolithic things. So everything is monolithic and has that duality to it. So you can only be the lever only goes on and off for these people. There's no spectrum for them. But you guys took a job to basically get some giant rats, clear out some giant rats that were in this noble's basement, wine cellar. You went down there. You caused a bit of a ruckus down there. You knocked over a shelf with a whole bunch of jars of wine, which created a bit of a mess.
We did do that.
You did kill the
I
rats.
have careful notes detailed that say that the rats did it.
I mean, they wouldn't really know. Because everyone was too scared.
So, you guys defeated the rats and then found a cage that was the property of the municipal zoo. And then a secret door that led to a occultist shrine to the primordial known as humor. And that is the god of wine and merriment and parties and all sorts of stuff. And on his shrine, there was a magical
Definitely
item.
getting wrecked.
There was a magical item on the shrine, a gladius, a sword, called Ventus.
Sword.
And Ventus is a magical item that is connected to humor and allows you to fight drunkenly. That's where we're at. You have hid the sword within the garden, and you are going to go talk to the noble, who is an elf, named Titus. Titus Hostilius.
He sounds friendly.
I guess the three of you enter, and you see Titus talking to some servants, and the servant points behind him, and he turns around and sees you and says, "Oh, hello. You're back? You're coming in the front."
You prefer us to come in the back?
I
I
believe
would-
he was expecting us to come through the door he let us through.
In the cellar?
Yes. Well, it was an interesting journey. There are detailed notes of what has occurred,
Detailed
and the rat
notes.
problem has been dealt with.
The rats are terminated.
Right.
They really did a number on the cellar, though.
I'd like to go inspect the damage. Let's
There
go.
were-
We've. Um, mm,
Okay. He goes
Are
to
you
the
going
cellar.
to say something, Regulus?
Are you
I was
gonna-
going to say something, but probably should wait. So he makes that kind of weird
Oh, okay.
noise, and then decides better of saying anything yet.
Oh, before we go, you fellows look a bit under. Ooh. It looks like the rats did a number on you. So here, have one of these, and he tosses. I believe verbositus.
Verbositus is at like
Verbositus,
1
yeah.
HP.
He tosses him a health potion.
Oh, thank you very much. I will take it and drink it.
All right, get yourself 2d6, I believe.
Nice.
I think it's 2d4. unless
What
you make
kind
your
of a
own.
health potion is it?
Well, I think they do d4s, but I mean, if it's something he's made, then it's whatever.
Is
I
it
don't know.
d4s? I thought it was 2d6. Well, let me check.
It
real quick.
depends on the potion.
I believe a healing potion is 2d6 or 4d6 or. Hold on.
I like that even better.
4d6.
All the d6s.
Well, there are different
There's different levels.
levels of healing
Yeah, I know.
potion. Healing variants 266 to 267. There's
I'm not trying to argue. I'm totally good with it being d6s.
Nope,
Go.
that wasn't it at all.
Healing is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, 2d4 plus 2 and then 4d4 plus 4. Yeah, you're right, they're d4s.
They're all d4s.
2d4 plus 2.
But you're getting back a minimum of 4 health.
You're getting back 7.
7,
Yeah, I
there you
get
go.
7 plus.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. 5
That
plus
puts
2
you
is
at
7.
full
so-
health, huh?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. He'll say, please walk me through it.
Oh, you want to hear our story?
Of course, I'd love to hear the story.
May I have the notes back? I would like to be sure I leave nothing out.
Okay, he gives you the notes back.
All right.
I'll tell the story as it happened, except I didn't knock over those pots and try
said
to
those
like elaborate it as much as possible and make it all flowery and exciting.
Wait, did you say that out loud? I don't.
No, I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
I'm like, I didn't knock over those pots. We're not even down there yet, and you're denying it.
I take the notes back and I start to read them, and then she starts talking, so I stop.
That's why it's important to have a character voice and then your voice, so you know which is which. Yeah, he'll go down there. And he will be aghast at all of the damage. And say, are you sure the rats did this?
Of course. How could we possibly benefit from destroying your cellar?
Oh, perhaps it was an accident in battle. These things happen. What is this?
What is what?
Yeah, what?
You've opened this outer door here.
It was open. We simply traveled through it just to see that there weren't more rats, but it actually came out somewhere else. We traveled through, came in the front door, as you saw.
Okay.
Also, if you look over here and I point to the box, someone planted the rats down here.
Oh, we took the box out of the.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
You took the cage? Who
The
moved
rat
the
cage?
cage?
I thought we took the cage out of the room.
I didn't.
Up the stairs.
Nope, no one
No.
took the cage. The cage is there.
I point to the rat cage and explain to him that it was sabotage, and then I say
Yes,
that the door was
you
open.
see
Someone
these
purposely put those rats here.
scrapes on the floor here, going toward the door. It looks like somebody brought them in on purpose.
Probably the same person that smashed these shelves that look too big for the rats to knock over.
You're saying that somebody is sabotaging me?
That
It's
would explain the cage.
a large possibility.
There's enough rat dung on it to imply it's been here longer than we have. We had no reason to bring it here.
He'll walk back up to he'll start walking up the stairs
Okay, we'll
Out
follow.
of the cellar or into the room?
into the room.
I'll follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a close eye on him as he goes up there.
He walks into the room and he says and he instantly notices what's missing and he says
Of course.
my god, this man, this saboteur, he also robbed me.
The vandal.
Oh no!
Would you like to hire us to look into it? I'm afraid our current contract only extends to rats.
Do you think you can handle it? You're just copper you're copper factorum. No offense, but you're quite new.
And yet, we've already started you on this.
At this point, I'm gonna let y'all make a deception check, but I'm giving you advantage because y'all are corroborating your story and stuff like that. So one person gets to do the deception check, and
I'll volunteer. With advantage?
yeah, with advantage against his insight.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure that this is don't.
Those were actually both all right rolls, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely take the 24.
All right, against this 14, okay. He'll say, very well, I will hire you to get this vandal. If you can find out the person who destroyed my shelves and return the sword to me, I'll give you 150 gold pieces.
Allow me for one moment to confer with my colleagues. And I move back over to you guys.
Oh, Celia, I was gonna say, and then Verbositus goes, "Oh yes, indeed, we have already found out who took your sword. See, we have even retrieved it for you. Now give me the money, and don't you dare ever question our name again."
Sounds like a good deal to me.
I step over to y'all, and is it possible for us to move a little bit away from it and whisper in hushed tones to confer?
Yeah,
Or is he like right up on us?
there is stairs. You could go up to the garden or down back into the cellar and around the corner if you want.
I mean, I
Or
get the
you-
impression
move
it's a pretty
like
big
10
room.
feet away from the guy so we can have a semi-private conversation if we mumble, you know?
Okay. It's a little echoey in here. You might be concerned about that because that's
All right, maybe 20 feet away. I don't know.
okay.
Stairwells are fine. We can move into a stairwell. I don't want to go all the way back down into Ratland. All right. So, what do you two think? I think we can definitely get more than 150. After all, someone is clearly sabotaging this man. He needs that solved before all of his parties and whatnot.
I'm simply confused as to why we're negotiating this. Would not the Factotum Guild pay us extra for finding out more information that was related to our original task?
Yes, but this man's offering us money right now. That would only be extra on the original contract. This would be a new contract. Second job. We've already found the extra information on the original contract of where the rats came from. But completely solving that, clearly a new job. Not just a bonus on the original 30.
I think 150 is fine. I wouldn't
Well,
want to push
your
him
share
too
wouldn't
much.
be 150. Your share would be 50. For a person that can take those creatures that we fought, round them up, and trap them and deliver them. This person may have more of them. He may have friends. He may be quite capable himself. I'm suggesting that if our lives are on the line, we should put more out there. We should expect more.
Hmm. I do feel like at least this noble would likely um, offer some pushback to our request for more monetary gain, and perhaps even provide questioning to the Factotum Guild if we push too hard.
Allow me then.
Can I do some kind of check to decide, like, how much money a job like this would be worth?
I'm sure there's a skill you could use.
Yeah, they used
Not
to
really.
have appraise, but they don't have it
They
anymore.
don't have
Yeah,
that appraise
not a
skill
skill
no
bit.
more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to the guy and just say 300.
He's like,
Bold move.
oh, how base to be haggling like this. Why do you deserve 300? You're a copper. I don't believe you can even do this.
Well then, you have nothing to lose.
Tell you what, I'll give you
You do have a point.
You seem like you're very sure of yourself. I'll give you 200, but you need to figure out who did it and get my sword back to me within 2 days. If you can't, I'm going to reapply the contract back to the Factotum Guild.
That would be your loss. 240. It's easier to divide by 6. You want to do a persuasion roll or anything?
Yeah, make a persuasion roll.
Make
Sure.
the roll.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, that was weird. I clicked my character sheet and it rolled something.
No, I rolled that.
Oh,
That's
it
my
was
roll
just weird
against
timing,
you.
I guess, because I clicked it and I was like, what just happened?
Yeah, he made a good roll.
All right. Do I don't have advantage anymore, right?
No, you don't have advantage anymore. No.
Okay. Take that off. It's
All right.
not the best.
He says, I never overpay for a person's worth, sir. So I'll take this contract back to the Factotum Guild, and you can grab that contract there like everybody else.
Very well. They will charge you more, I'm sure. But you will get a different rated group. Just because the locals don't know us doesn't mean we're not good at what we do.
Very well. I'll have the paperwork drawn up, and you can go back to the Factotum Guild.
Very well.
Okay. Is there anything else that
leave.
is there anything else that was part of this that you found?
Let's see. There were 6 rats. I believe it was rats, right? 6?
Yeah.
6
Six
rats.
6 rats. I have detailed notes here of what we found broken in your inventory. You can keep the notes if you'd like. I've explained to you what we found. We tracked the man that brought the cage in from the scuff marks. And I believe that was everything. I look over at Regulus and Audrey. Am I forgetting anything?
The cage
think
came
that's
from the zoo,
everything.
the municipal zoo.
Well,
There
yes,
is
it
that.
does say that on the cage. It does say that on the cage.
Which means we did have a lead for you as well.
Well, then it's a shame that you won't be able to claim that money.
No, shame for you. Or we would have done the job appropriately. Good luck with whoever rabble gets your penny little contract. I don't care. I turn to leave because I don't care.
Okay. You guys can take off. Y'all can go wherever you want to go from here.
I'd like to go to the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, so the way this ended up going, I'm confused about the whole follow-up stuff. Like,
Well, we have to
If
go back to
we
the
just
factotum.
do
Explain
it.
that we have finished the job. They'll verify, and then we get paid.
So, okay. So what's going to happen here is you can make a history check to figure out what this is, how this is all going to work.
Okay. Everybody, just her.
Just her.
Okay.
She's the one who had the question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you have no idea how this is going to work. You don't know if that you won't get money because there's a contract for it for somebody else, or that you would because you're doing a service for the city no matter what, or what's going on here. You don't know. Maybe you could talk to somebody who would know more about this.
Well,
Did you mention anything?
I'm gonna go to the factotum and see if we can get paid.
Okay. Verbositus is out of here.
yeah,
Good bogey for this.
maybe we can ask them how this would work.
First,
About
man,
what?
that's dick. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
About how what would work?
Well, since he said he's making a new contract,
Mm-hmm.
but it's connected to the one we just did, I just don't know whether
had
we would
jurisdiction.
have to just pick up
Factotum
the new
people.
contract.
There's an annoying gnome that knows the answer. Let's just go ask him.
Exactly.
I can make a history check.
I don't know what that means.
I'm telling Corey. I
Yeah,
can make
you
a
can.
history check.
You can make a history check.
Can I not make a history check, or do I have to say I want to make the history check?
If you want to like remember, peruse your mind, you can make the history check. But the thing is, she asked me and not all of. Now that question's out in the open,
I thought she asked out loud the first time. That's why I was like, "Can I?" And you said it. So, because I thought we were in character having a conversation.
no, yeah, you were asking me, I'm sure, Crystal.
Yeah, I was asking you.
So Regulus, you get the impression that if there is something that needs to be handled that is adjacent to your case, you can just go ahead and handle it and get the money from the city, and that would override the contract. Or you can wait for the contract to be issued, try and pick up that contract, and then do it. But the thing is once the contract has been issued, it's technically somebody else's work now. You can always plead ignorant of that, though. But the thing is once the contract is issued, you won't be getting paid on it anymore.
This is the
So
same.
if we were
day,
going
right?
to go and do,
It's not your contract now. Yeah.
Is this the same day? I mean, did we finish it?
Yeah, it's the same day.
This
Alright.
is all one
Yeah.
day.
Do you explain that to us?
yeah, I'll say we could technically still have jurisdiction over the task at hand
Really?
and attempt to investigate on our own, and instead of the noble paying, the city itself would cover any costs of our investigation. However, if that noble does turn in a contract by the time we get back, it would likely invalidate the work that we have done.
So the contract has to be turned in, notary.
Let me say something real quick before you finish.
Okay.
The Factotum Guild is closed today. Remember, we stayed until they left. We have all night.
In any case, I got the impression that he didn't want coppers doing this job, so we probably wouldn't be able to pick it up anyway.
And that might be the case, but what I'm simply stating is, depending on how long it would take us to conclude our investigation, they might have already reassigned some other people to the task. If that's the case, we may not actually get the pay, and perhaps that other group does. So if we
But
are
like I
going to
said,
continue our investigation, we would need to make sure that we did so quickly.
But they're closed. All we have to do is go catch the guy. We have all night. Oh, how could it be? We know he's local. Not like some foreigner came in here, went to
But
the zoo. to-
We
that's
we
the-
know very little about who this man is and how deep the conspiracy might go. I'm simply saying that we might need some forethought here or some alacrity.
I am suggesting alacrity. Yes, we should hurry.
Well,
Forethought just delays.
So
to the zoo?
You want to say something there, Claire?
I was gonna let y'all move to the zoo if y'all want to go there, or back to the Factorum Guild, wherever you want to go.
But then we go to the zoo. There is a piece of evidence I would like to collect. I look around. Can we safely pick that sword up without being seen?
Yes, you can. I was wondering if you were just gonna leave that shit there.
I wasn't going to say it in front of anybody that might, do something about it. So I
It
will
would be pretty
retrieve the
funny
sword.
if you just left it there and somebody found it and was like, "Oh, here it
Oh, a good
is."
sword. Yeah.
Hilarious if it's found by like a wino who happens to thus be drunk.
And then we create a superhero.
Oh my gosh, because he has so many drunk parties.
All right. So yeah, we'll fetch that, hide it, and get out of here, or hide it on our person and get out of here.
Okay. If you want to hide it on your person, it's a sleight of hand check.
Oh, very well. You make me have to. You can't get new skills. I hate this game.
Can't you get a feat
Wait,
for that?
can't you? Yeah, you can get a feat for that, right?
Yeah. How often do you get feats? And that's your one chance to raise a stat. and
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice it for a skill. Oh, it sucks.
Right. Nobody sees it in your belt.
He's certain it's very well hidden.
Yeah, nobody sees it in the belt that's very obviously right in front of your
I
belly
can't just
button.
put it inside of a pack or something. You said it was a short sword, didn't you?
It is a short sword.
Why can't I put it in my pack?
You put it in your pack. There's an
Okay.
obviously sword-shaped item like that
Bulging out of your
bulges
back.
right out of his pack. Every
Very
time he
well.
closes the bag, a little leaf of that, the vine that covers it kind of pops out with the handle. Just doesn't close right. But you think it's okay. You've pulled the flap over it and you're like, that's good. And then you put it on your back and it pops right out and you can't see it.
And I think we have it for evidence.
So you guys head to the zoo. There is a large walled complex where the zoo is. There is a ticket booth. Or like an entry admission booth, basically. You see a lot of people kind of walking out of the place.
How late in the day is it? Is it like closing time?
I would say it's like 3 o'clock. And
Okay, so it's just
it's not
afternoon.
closing time. Yeah, it's not closing time at all. But
Oh, you said we stayed till the Factotum closed. I guess we assumed that'd be later in the day.
I didn't say it was closing at the time. I said
No, it's just there weren't people in there.
there weren't
Yeah, you
people.
said everybody left.
Because everyone was only there to pick up contracts.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, I thought everybody that. Never mind. Let's just move on. I just figured that people would keep coming in throughout the day if it's like any office that's open.
People would come back to say, I've completed a contract and stuff like that. So they stay open and people do come in and out. But after, like, the main rush is to get the contracts in the morning.
Also, in the middle of our roleplay last time, he said hours passed.
I did.
So I thought hours passed. Everybody's gone. Just this one gnome here. Closing time. It's closing time.
I'm sorry I gave that impression. No, about 2 hours passed. It went from basically 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And,
Okay.
yeah.
But then I don't know. I still think that he won't get this thing turned in today, or even if he does, it won't be picked up till tomorrow. But I still think we have the night.
Oh yeah, it definitely won't be picked up until tomorrow.
Yeah,
because that's the next day's group of contracts.
Exactly. You guys, there's an admissions booth. You see an admissions booth. And there's a guard hanging out.
Well, never mind. I was gonna say I walk right up to the guard and start asking questions, but I'm not the one who should probably do that.
I walk right up to the admission booth and say, "How much for a day's
Official
entry?"
business.
Oh, 2 silver. There's a
I pay
gnome.
my 2 silver.
Okay, he takes 2 silver. He puts out his hand and says, "Can I see your hand, please?
See what?
May I see your hand?" He'll stamp your hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very well.
That gives you standard admission to all of the locations and sites for
What
today.
color's the ink? Does it show up on gray skin?
Yeah.
Will this stamp work for me? Okay. I'll be like, I swear it's stamped. Look closer.
It's stamped
Okay.
with metallic gold, so it shows up
As I-
on everybody.
As I see
Mark
everybody,
off 1 gold and put in 8 silver.
He got change.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I'll go ahead and pay 2.
As I see the two of them pay, I'm gonna like look around for a second and then walk up to the guard.
Okay. There's a human guard.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Regulus, the entry is over here, and I beckon for you to come.
Of course, I'll be right there.
No, come.
But I
Um,
need to ask the guard a question.
They'll tell you what time the place closes over here. Shut up and come.
Fine.
Oh,
Oh, having a good day, sir.
Indeed. Just keep your eyes out, would you? As I
Always. You have a good afternoon, my lord.
I turn and like absent-mindedly walk over to them as though I had already paid for admission, and
The gnome stops you. Excuse me, sir.
oh yeah, hello,
You,
good sir.
you're not stamped. You'll have to pay for a stamp to get admission.
I'm not interested
hey,
in
man,
taking
Regulus,
in.
don't be cheap. You're an elf. You can afford it.
Certainly, I can afford it, but we are on a.
Not Regulus. No, pay the man.
I
Pay him.
well. I'm going to take this down in my notes as I
Hey,
pull out a journal and some coin and toss the coin over to him. But I pay him in copper instead of silver.
So that's
So
20,
it's 20 coppers.
20 copper pieces.
Well, you're far less jingly now.
Yes. I had 90 of
Actually,
them,
real
like 96 of them.
He'll stamp your hand. Enjoy the zoo.
All right.
Indeed.
As we get away from the little gnome, I'll look over to Regulus Audrey. Perhaps if we not tell people we're investigating, we won't accidentally speak to someone involved in our investigation who is.
Do you think
The
the
target.
guard or the admissions agent is the one?
I'm saying that
Rifling
people
around
could be
in the
bribed to
rat
let
den.
someone walk out with a cage.
Certainly,
think
but I'm
we
sure
need
that
to
they would be
find-
equally happy to tell on that individual as they've already gotten paid.
Was that what you were going to do, or are you just going to say, "Oh, I'm here to investigate this"? Because that they could also be bribed to let anyone know if someone comes asking questions.
Well, I figured at least we could gather some information about it.
Yes, but you were going to tell them why we were here, right?
Well, that
Try not
was
to.
part of the process of gathering information, of course.
No, come up with a different reason why you're looking into it. Or
But we are
just
part of the
ask about
Factotum
rats
Guild.
in general.
We are indeed wearing our pins on our lapels.
But if we don't point at them and make a big deal out of it, we could just be people that have completed a contract and decide to go to the zoo.
Whatever. Let us get on with the investigation.
Yes, let's find a zookeeper or something. Someone who works
I'll take the pin
in
off
the
my lapel and put it
cages.
away.
I look for a map that might show me where the different exhibits are and what's all in the zoo.
So as you walk in, it's all like this cobblestone road that breaks off into different directions, but in where they all of these little paths converge, there's a huge plaza that's made of these stones, and all the stones are different colors. And as you look at it, it's a map. The ground is the map.
Okay, my first thing is to check for, like, do they have the names of the different animals that are here?
They do have animals painted on some of the stones where some of those exhibits are.
And does any of them look like it could be a rat?
Yes, you find something that could be rats, giant rats, small rats. You're not sure. Otherworldly rats,
That
ghost
might
rats.
be a good place to start.
Phase rats? I don't want to mess with phase rats, man. That's creepy.
Phase rat.
They're hard to keep in their pen.
All right, well, let us go and investigate.
Okay.
That's the plan.
You guys go to this area where basically it's another another building that you walk into, and there are little like enclosures inside this building with rodents. Some are like hamsters and some are like
Okay, so it's kind of like a reptile house, but it's just full of rodents.
yeah, it's the rodent house. It's the rotatorium. Verminarium.
Vermin.
The verminarium.
It is my dearest hope that the man who's running this place
Verminaria.
is some sort of a were rat. That would be fantastic.
That would be hilarious.
I enter.
Okay, well,
Yeah, for
y'all
sure.
are all inside.
Yeah, we're in here.
And just start looking at different rats, see if we find any that match the size and disgustingness of the ones we fought.
You find some giant rats. They're in a larger enclosure. They seem to be hiding in their burrow, but you see one come out and poke his head out and look around, and then tuck his head back down.
There's not one like running in the wheel.
No, there's no giant rat wheel.
I look around for anybody that works in this area.
Okay, you can find somebody who works in this area.
I approach that person.
Okay, there's a halfling.
Pardon me, are you the rat keeper? I don't know the right words.
I work in here. I'm Ego.
I want to know if this is even possible. I have this idea in my head for like this amazing prank to play on a neighbor. He has a lot of cats. I get a giant rat like one of those, and I have somebody that works in cleanup that says he can get me a cat corpse. I want to make it look like my new pet has eaten one of his cats as a prank. Is it possible to rent one of those? And I point to the giant rats.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Here we go.
It's pretty good.
We'll say, you can't take any of these rats out of here, out of the zoo. These are zoo rats. But if you need something like that, I know a guy. I can facilitate something for you.
I will slip him 2 gold into his hand and shake his hand and say, it's great to meet you. You are truly a man who knows what to do around here and how to get things done. I will mark off 2 gold.
Sure.
Hey, if people are helpful, they deserve to be paid.
Well, while he's chit-chatting, I'm gonna look around to see if I can find where they keep the cages that they use to transport this rat, the rats into the room.
You notice in the enclosures there are doors that access
Like a back area.
Yeah, like for a back area. It's probably back there. There's nothing like that up front.
Okay.
So the halfling says, so how long do you want to rent this rat?
Oh, it was just for a night, maybe. I don't need it for long. Just enough to really put the scare into the man, and we'll laugh it off, bring it right back.
So I think I could get one delivered to where you need it. For 5 gold pieces.
You mean 3 gold pieces?
So did he initially say that there was a man, or has he just become that guy?
Well,
I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Oh yeah, he said he knows a guy.
Okay.
that doesn't mean that it's not him, though. Well,
The gentleman that'll be delivering it, will that be you, or should I? I'd like to meet this person so I can. When he gets there, I need to be able
Oh
to.
no, this guy, he only works with in betweens. I'll help you out.
Are you sure? Have you done anything like this before? I mean, don't take this wrong, but it's a giant rat, and you're not a giant
You
rat.
know, if you don't want the rat, you can just tell me you don't want the rat.
I want the rat.
Then let's do this. What's your problem?
I put a hand on Verbositus's shoulder and go, "It's all right. I'm sure we can trust this individual." And I kind of give him a look.
Oh, look.
No, like I give him a side. I give Verbositus a side-eyed look.
Wait. Hold on. How many people are involved in this thing?
If Regulus walks up, it's fine. Is you would wander the other way to go look for boxes or whatever.
Yeah, I was just staring at the rat cages, but when he starts acting weird, I walk up and I just put my hand on your shoulder.
He starts saying, "Wait. How many people are involved in this thing? I'm not."
Oh, you're in character. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was just Corey asking.
No. He said this. How
Okay.
many people are involved in this thing?
Well, the pranks are always better when your friends are in on it. It makes it more real.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm out.
Well, you said you had a guy.
No, he only works with never mind. It's all right. Sorry.
Really? Well, shame. I pat my coin pouch with that I just pulled the gold out from, and it's a big fat pouch.
Oh,
Who's the guy?
I
Come
see
on.
them over there. I come up and I'm like, "Oh, Verbositus, are you talking about your rat thing?"
Yes. Shh, not so loud. We don't want word to get back. They'll ruin the prank.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so funny.
make a deception check. Let me check out this guy here. Does he have? No, he doesn't. It's just a plain wisdom check then. Yeah, he'll pull out his 2 gold, the 2 gold you gave him, and give them back to you and say like, "You have a nice day, sir. I got work to do."
Your loss. Perhaps we can find some forester to go find a wild animal. And I'll turn to walk off.
Okay.
And then I will whisper to Regulus once we're at distance from him. Let's keep an eye, Audrey as well. Let's keep an eye on him and see if he goes to talk to who his man is. And maybe he suspects something will lead us right to where we want to go.
That's exactly what I was about to suggest to you once he agreed to set up the arrangements himself. We could just follow him to wherever he was setting his arrangements up.
So, y'all want to make a stealth check?
I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put on. What?
Who here feels the stealthiest to follow him?
Ooh, me.
Go for it.
I was gonna say we all just put on some leather jackets and act like 1950s gangsters, doo-wop gangsters, and we'll just do up.
When
and,
you're a jet.
Exactly, and then Audrey will start singing. We'll smoke some cigarettes, pull out some switchblades. It'll be great. It'll work perfectly.
All right. Well, I guess we can all go. And just
Attempt
be
to
stealthy.
blend in with the shadows.
Are we all going then? Is that the plan?
Oh!
Right.
Wait,
That's no good.
no, I'm feeling inspired.
Very well.
Yes, do that.
Oh god, how did I get the same exact roll twice in a row?
The
He's
dice have
"Ye-
spoken.
You know I can hear you singing back there.
Yeah.
The dice have spoken.
You don't like doo-wop?
I pull up my
You notice
switchblade
the guy-
comb and comb my hair.
You notice the guy, he's sweeping up, and then he goes through a little door.
Like a little door?
Like a
Like a
little,
halfling door?
like a halfling
Like
door.
a little person door.
Like a little person door. He opens it up, walks in, closes it behind him, locks.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Regulus, one of us should go around to the back, see if there's another way out.
Well,
Unless you wish to go.
I'm swift. I can get my way over there.
Very well. I'll stay here with Audrey then.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll dash off toward the back of the enclosure.
Looking for a back
See if
door?
I can figure out.
Okay, you start.
Make sure he's not going out a back door of the place while we wait over here.
You don't see a back door back there.
Okay. Do I see any windows?
No, this place is like enclosed. Actually, you do see a back door, but it's not on the same side as he went in, but you could stake that one out if you like.
Not only am I going to stake that one out, if nobody's paying attention to me back here, like if there's not prying eyes, I'm going to walk up and like check the door to see if it's openable.
Okay, there's a handle. It's got a lock on it, though.
Okay. Is it locked?
Indeed.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, if the actual door itself is locked. If not, I was going to just walk on in. I don't have thieves' tools, so I can't really open it.
Yeah,
unlock
me
it.
neither. I'm proficient in thieves' tools, but I don't have any.
I had the same problem with my thing. It gave me proficiency and no actual tools. I was like, what the
It didn't see mine wouldn't give me proficiency in that, but anything that I have proficiency in, it gave me as a starting equipment.
that is more logical than the
For
design of mine.
Being a noble?
Yeah. No, I'm an inheritor, and as an inheritor, it gave me a lot of like proficiencies, but that was not one of them. I
He's
got
inherited all
I
his
can play
stuff.
chess with somebody and distract them, and I even have a chess set. But
I like the idea that you just walk up to people randomly and whip it out. Just we're here for a game of Gwent.
yeah, prepare yourself.
Well, if you weren't already rich, you could just go sit in the park and play chess with people for money.
I mean, it's easier when you're rich. You have more time.
Have y'all played The Witcher? Do y'all know what Gwent is?
I know
No.
what Gwent is, yeah. But that's more of like a card game.
Where
I've
are the
heard
thieves'
they're
tools?
really
It's just a thing
great
that happens.
games.
Where are the thieves' tools in here? Carpenter's tools.
Sock, right?
It's in,
Isn't
the,
the
it's in
sock-
the tool section.
It's
There's
in the-
a whole like.
Yeah, it's with
Yeah, I'm
other
looking at the tool
tools.
section. I don't see. Oh, thieves' tool. Here it is. They're 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, and that's why I don't have
One of
any.
those.
You could turn in your contract and get 25 gold and get 30 gold pieces, and then go get them some thieves' tools if you like.
Then we have to leave the zoo, at which time this guy will have already made his contact and left. But we're trying to catch him in the act here. And so, well, you know, thieves' tools are still way cheaper than the Nox.
I will also say this: he is a halfling. We could just barge into that room and then turn him upside down and shake him until his pockets get
But he locked the door.
That's so
a halfling
mean.
door.
It is-
You could bust
It's
it down with your
still
shoulder.
good.
It's
Locked.
just a halfling door.
Yeah, I'd
only
like
half
to
the
see
wood
you
and
elf and
a third of the
tiefling
lock.
try to
One.
barge through it.
Well, what you do is y'all have a halfling of your own, right? So each of you grab an arm and a leg and use her to batter down the halfling door.
No, I thought you were just going to say
She's
we
the
should put some
key.
lipstick on her and
She's
have her
the
knock.
halfling. The files are inside of the computer. Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do? I say to Audrey because Regulus left. You want to knock, seduce
Yeah,
him
I'm just
out?
smoking cigarettes outside.
So,
Looking cool.
does it look like he went into like the back
It was the
area of
halfling-sized door and
the
locked it.
actual inside of the building, like where they would have
Yeah, he went
other animals?
where the worker space is, where there's other animals. Yeah, there's also
Where
larger
those boxes
I was
doors.
gonna
that
say,
say zoo. They're in that door.
there are other doors, aren't there? I mean, we could check to make sure that maybe somebody left one unlocked.
We light the place on fire. And then if the fire takes over the wooden door, we can just kick it down. It'll be like kicking a burning log. It'll be
Out
easy.
back, Regulus notices by the door back there, there are some bags. They look like bags that you would keep, like dirt or wood chips or that kind of stuff
okay.
in.
Manure.
Yeah.
Disguise ourselves as bags of fertilizer. And deliver ourselves. Ooh, be a bag of mice. Then they'll just take you back there. Be like, oh, hey, the new rodents are here.
All right. While I'm waiting back here, I'm gonna do an arcane recovery and get a spell back.
Sure.
What?
Ah, I've recovered my arcane. It was here on the floor.
Things.
Um,
I'm just gonna like look at my book, wait outside till I hear somebody come into the back door.
both of you could stake out this place until someone comes back with thieves' tools.
It's weird that
Yeah.
there's this like disembodied voice giving us ideas.
I'm just saying.
That is a good idea though.
I know, but we didn't think of it. I feel bad using it.
I don't. I'm going to stake out this back door.
Okay,
Sit right on this bag of manure.
You sit down around those bags. They're full of wood chips and like stuff you'd put in cages and that kind of thing.
Filler.
Yeah.
So I'll say, okay, guys, I know this would be using up like almost all of our reward, but
I'm
I think it
only
would be
one
a
guy.
good idea if we used it to get some thieves' tools, unless you have some.
I don't have any, but that's not a bad idea. Do you know where to purchase them?
Everybody can make a perception check except for Tarek. Both the people inside.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not
there
like
it
I
goes.
have giant, high elf ears or anything. Whatever.
Okay. Verbositus.
Those it is.
Verbositus. The door opens. The halfling door opens. You see the halfling come out. He sees you, rolls his eyes, goes back in the door, closes it again.
What? We
can I make
like rats.
What did you say?
What? We like rats.
Okay. Can I make a dash to stop him?
Sure.
Why not? Just gonna run up there and try to grab him.
Hold action.
Grab him? What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Make it like a dex check or something.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm at. Go ahead and what?
Well, do you have dash as a thing? Can you do that as a free action?
No, dash just means to move.
That's just a full
I'm just saying.
double move.
So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get to him. You can run up and you're there at him at the
If I'm
door.
not more than 30 feet away from him, I can do it anyway. Otherwise,
Yeah. You're there. Boom. You run right up to him.
Okay. I will snatch him up. I
And
guess.
he will disengage and roll back through the door.
Ah, he's one of those.
He's a slippery little bugger.
He is that.
Are you gonna chase him into the door?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. What about you, Audrey?
I'm gonna be attacked by a million rats as the Rat King is scaring me.
I
I'll
was gonna say a bunch of halflings.
hang on his heels.
He's actually a
Okay.
halfling were-rat.
You run into.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside.
I don't want to hurt him, at least at this point.
Inside, he says, "Oh, you're sorry you did that." And
I'm
he'll
gonna call
open
the
up a cage,
guards.
and a
My
couple
next character.
a couple evil chickens will
Evil chickens.
come out of the cage.
Oh no! Demon cocks!
Lizardy demon chickens will walk out, and then he'll say, "They're loose! Everybody run!"
Okay. I step back out the door and close it.
Okay.
There are evil chickens in there.
And now Audrey's stuck.
No, oh, did you dash into?
Yeah, she did. She said.
Oh, okay,
she
then
follows
I
you.
don't close it. I will. Do we need initiative?
Sure. You can have initiative.
Because I would like her to have a chance to get out as well.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Do I recognize these creatures?
Not that I'm going to get out, because I'm dead now.
Should I roll initiative even though I'm not in the scene?
No, not until somebody gets you.
I have no way to do that. I'm not ready to fight evil chickens. I'm level 1.
Do I recognize those things?
Would you like to make an animal a nature or something?
I think they're
Sure,
dire
in
chickens.
nature something.
They're definitely cockatrice.
Oh yeah, they're definitely
These
cockatrice.
dire chickens. Cockatrice means that, we're doomed.
It is
Although a
ultimately
dire
chicken.
omelet later would be delicious. I'm just saying.
So the appropriate reaction is, "Oh crud!"
Robocidus is 2, and what's his name again? Ego.
Ego.
The living planet. It
That's what I
happens.
was gonna say.
It's not spelled like Ego, the living
planet.
planet.
It has 2 G's.
You should let him go then.
There we go. Took a
Well, that's
second.
what he wants us to do.
Okay, descending it goes, and Audrey, you're up first.
His name is Igo.
That's how you want to pronounce it, but it's pronounced Ego.
I step out the door. Is Verbocidus outside?
Nope.
Hold on. I rolled the wrong initiative. Okay, there it is. Okay, you run out the door. Out you go.
And I draw my short sword, just in case I need it.
Okay. Regulus. It's not here, so we're gonna go to
I was like,
the
what?
evil chickens, the cockatrice.
I was like, did I even get an initiative?
I think you were just there from last time.
Okay.
They'll fly out after Audrey out the door.
You know that sound.
Do they fly by me? Do I get an attack of opportunity on a chicken?
Let's say one flies towards you and one flies towards Audrey.
So no attack of opportunity.
No attack of opportunity.
Aw.
I mean, they had to go past him to get to me.
Yeah, one tried to get. Yeah, one has to go past you to get to you. So yeah, make an attack of opportunity. It's a halfling door, so they're low.
Okay.
Wait, Verbocidus went through a halfling door?
Well, I dived after the dude. So, yeah.
A regular
would've-
person can go through a halfling door.
Sideways.
You can duck down and get in. Halflings are the same width as people.
That should hit?
That
Nope.
should hit, yeah. That'll definitely hit it.
Okay. Hang on. I'm using it as a one-handed weapon.
So 11?
So it's
11 points of damage. All right. You get some scales and feathers as it flies on by you.
okay.
Okay. That's the cockatrice. Ego.
I go.
No. 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 It's ego.
It's the way you spelled it, man.
Give me a second. One moment, please. No, what are you doing? This stupid sheet. It's so stupid. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Okay. That should be the right button. There we go. Okay. He makes sure that the cockatrice attack you.
That's all.
Yep.
He's just like animal handling. Sick 'em!
That's
He's
right.
a zookeeper.
That's what he's doing.
He's
It's
like,
that
this is
old
what we've been
ball.
training for,
He's going on.
cockatrice.
Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can do it.
He's a cockatrice fighter.
So that brings us down to
Terribly inhumane.
Verbositus.
Okay. Oh, so they didn't get to attack this round. They just moved into position.
Yes.
Yay! Look, we're gonna survive for one round. Yay!
How
All right,
long
so
until
one in
we
front of
turn
me.
to stone?
I'm gonna stab that guy, that chicken. That's my plan. That would be a different one than the one I stabbed before. A total of 20 to hit.
That
Total of 20
hits.
to hit. Yeah, okay.
Are we alone in this gerbil house?
And 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. No, there are some other people here. But
What are they doing?
this is-
Running in panic?
This just started. So you rolled out the door, and another cockatrice comes out the door past you, to you, and people are now starting to notice, but they don't know that anything's amiss quite yet. Audrey.
I stab at my cockatrice while yelling, Regulus! Cockatrice!
Regulus, make a perception check.
She totally called you a cockatrice, man.
Did it work?
That means 3 cocks. I speak Latin.
I totally whiff it.
You don't hear anything quite yet. Yes.
Okay, I can use my inspiration.
You can use your inspiration to hear it. Yeah, sure.
Try again. Bloop.
What do your
There you go. You
ears
definitely
hear?
heard Audrey yell your name, and then something for your cock. She wants your cock. You don't know. Something weird going on.
On my way, halfling.
Regulus cock.
It's
Regulus,
probably
cut
as
the
big as
trees.
my leg.
His
Oh,
cock's
God.
a tree.
It's inaccurate, but I'll still come to show. I'll start heading to the front.
Yeah, make a sorry, your initiative check now.
Initiative.
Can't talk.
I go at the same time as the cocks.
Right. And
Be
they
there
have
in a
what's your
trice.
dexterity?
Through 16.
Right, you'll go first. And you're up.
He's
Okay, I will
up.
start- I'll start moving toward the door.
Okay, you make a dash to the door, you get into the door, through the door, and you see Audrey, you see a bunch of people, like, looking over there and wondering what they should do, and
And I'm thinking, what are you, stupid? Run or fight?
and, yeah, she's being attacked by a lizard chicken. Unless you
Okay,
have a
well,
bonus
that's my turn.
action or anything you can do.
I do actually have a bonus action I can do, I believe.
Okay.
No, it's a full action. Never mind.
He believes as a bonus action.
He believed
do.
it, but not hard enough.
It was
The
not at
cockatrice
all.
will decide to attack Verbositus and Audrey. A 22 to hit Verbositus. You'll need a DC
will do
11
it.
con save.
Oh, I don't want to do that. 16?
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yay!
16 on the die.
But 5 points of damage.
Well, not fine,
Good
really.
thing you were at full health.
It's max damage.
Yeah.
I actually forgot to change it, but I'm glad y'all remember I was at 8.
And an
so.
18
yep,
for
I'm hit.
Audrey. You'll need to make a Constitution save at 11. You're okay. And we'll do damage. Ah! I'm rolling too much damage!
Ah! I'm practically dead.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
These
Okay.
damn cockatrices.
Ego! We'll make his animal handling roll. And he's fine. They'll continue attacking these vicious, wild animals will keep doing what he says. Verbositus.
I'm going to stab it because I'm in a lot of pain. I don't want to die. 15 to hit.
That will hit.
First number is 8. Slashing.
8. For a total of 18 points of damage. That's 28 total. That will destroy the cockatice.
How did I do 28?
Oh, I'm sorry, 18. I wrote 18 instead. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I want to be honest here. Does 18 kill it?
18 almost does. It's a shame.
Stupid honesty.
That close. Audrey.
I'm like, you fools! Why aren't you running?
Oh, they've all started to run now. Regulus, there are people like bumping into you as they're trying to get out that door.
You have to fight the stampede. Draw your weapons.
They're yelling, "The halfling, let the things out! Get out of my way! Stupid halfling!"
Yeah, I'm running off with them.
Are you disengaging?
You disengage and run out.
Disengage and move my
Start
25
running
feet.
into the crowd. Regulus.
Okie dokie. I'm going to run through the crowd, or try to
Okay,
get closer to the cockatrice.
you can go ahead and attack if you
Crowd
like.
surf the crowd.
Okay. I will attack the one that was attacking Audrey.
Sure.
Boom.
That will hit it.
19
Ooh,
hit.
booming blade,
Booming
huh?
blade.
He will take booming blade.
All right, make some damage
He
happen.
boomed.
Oh,
Okay,
8
so
points.
I do seven piercing, and he will take 8 thunder damage if he moves or attacks.
Right. The poor cockatrice.
For moving voluntarily.
The cockatrice explodes in thunder damage. His eyeballs explode in his head, and he just falls over.
Woo!
So I'm gonna be honest. I found out that I had been running Booming Blade wrong. When it says move, it actually means he has to move feet over, and it uses movement.
Yes.
His attacks don't set off.
Okay.
Oh, his attacks?
Let's see.
Which means you have paralyzed him, but he can still attack you.
Oh.
Stuck
yes.
in place.
So no, he's not dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And that's partially my fault, because I used to play a character that had that. Who died anyway.
Yeah.
We know.
On a hit, sheathe the booming enemy. If the target willingly moves before then, Yeah, that's a weird saying, moves, because
Yeah,
anything is a
it
move.
is.
Yeah.
But I looked it up online. I found that out because I was actually looking up something else about it. When I noticed that, I was like, "Oh, dang it!" Because I want to know about like if you're a fighter, can you use that in place of your regular attack and use your extra attacks? And you can't because you're casting a spell, not attacking.
So I guess what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to attack and then disengage, and then the thing's supposed to follow you and then take the damage or something like that.
Either that, or you can control the board by keeping something next to you that's going after someone else.
Yeah, you could bull rush it now. You could charge it and move it that way. Someone wants to do that before, so it's still up. It's still up and going. So Ego,
Still handling
He's
his
clicking.
animal.
making those cockatoos.
It's the language of the
He's got a little clicker. He's got a little his spray bottle.
He's actually the halfling that invented that clicker.
Verbositus. Bositus.
All right. Did it? Yeah. Okay. It did attack me. We didn't skip it. All right. I'm going to hit it. Hopefully, we shall see. 24.
That will get it. I think that'll kill it, no matter what you roll.
9 slashing.
9.
Yeah. You definitely killed that one.
Yay!
You run it through with your long sword.
And I will use my move action to close on the little guy,
Okay.
which I know he can disengage and run off, and he probably will. But
Audrey.
is there? Actually, I have a quick question. Is there a doorway exit behind him, or is he trapped back here with me?
Oh yeah, there's a extra hall that goes left and right around, probably the outside wall.
And all he has drawn is like his. He doesn't have like any weapons drawn.
No, he don't have any weapons.
Oh,
He
then
has
I'm
a
going to
whip
move
and a
past
whistle.
him and block the hallway so he can't go beyond me.
Okay.
And I'm just going to use my whole body so he just can't because he's little.
Get blobby.
Unfortunately, there's a halfling move that says you can just go through your legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know that. He'll probably like punch me in the ding ding on his
He's
way
doing
through.
his
but-
best.
Audrey.
Now that it looks like the danger is over, I'm gonna.
It's still there. It's not dead yet.
There's Regulus is fighting one still.
Regulus is fighting one.
Oh, I thought you said it went down.
No. We had to
Booming
go
blade
back.
doesn't work like that.
Yeah, Booming Blade doesn't work how we thought it worked.
I mean, I thought there was only one up still.
There is
anyway,
one, and it's
it just
attacking
got
Regulus.
killed.
There's one up, it's attacking Regulus.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and throw it.
Sure. That might do something.
11.
That hits.
Okey
These
doke.
things practically dodge
Woo,
in the
6
way of oncoming
damage.
attacks.
You kill it. You hit it with your dagger, and it
We're
falls
eating
down.
delicious reptile chicken tonight.
It's kind of a tough chicken.
It's gamey.
Okay. Regulus.
And it died in fear, so it's gonna taste a little funky. Okay, it's dead. I'm gonna go up to the gnome,
What no?
the halfling, and I'm going to tag it with my.
You see no
Arcus.
halfling.
Did he already move?
He's been through a door.
Yeah, there's a door in the back that's halfling sized.
It's like the door to the employees area.
So to get in there, I'm gonna have to do some kind of crazy.
You gotta
slide
do like a
technique.
little duck down, waddle in thing.
I like that. You just run like a baseball player and just
Yeah.
slide into the
dash
door.
slide into the door.
So you go through the door. You get through the halfling door.
Like, I'm pretty sure you can tell there's a ruckus going
Do I
on through
see-
that
do
open
I see
door.
the halfling?
You see the halfling.
And the other dead cockatrice that I killed inside the door.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Can I close distance with the halfling, or is that my whole round to do that?
That's your whole. Yeah, it's your whole round. You got to get to that tiny door, man.
Okay. All right.
You got a range
The
attack
tiny
and you
door.
throw a thing.
The tiny door.
Get at him.
I can throw a thing at him.
Sure, go ahead and throw a thing. I'll allow you to throw a thing.
Okay, catch fire.
Ah.
Oh,
Ouch.
Jesus.
Roll damage!
I think you just toasted him alive.
I mean, that's not terrible. The 12 damage.
If he's level 1, he's dead.
Is the halfling made of straw? I believe that would be double damage.
So,
There's a good chance he's dead if he's level 2 or 3.
he isn't level 1.
It's only
9,
12 damage.
10, 11, 12. This poor halfling has 1 hit point left. And he's on
He has
fire.
like, singed hair and...
No! And it's
We're
his turn,
serious about our
and he'll
rats
just
around
put
here,
himself out.
halfling.
Like he'll jump in the water trough.
Oh, good, there's a water trough. I thought we were about to catch a red mark for murder.
He doesn't want to die. Like he's like, screw you! I died. You go to jail. Like, no, he wants to live.
Well, you never know. He could be part of a really hardcore cult.
Haha, you fools! You've triggered my trap card. As he dies, and then like a giant demon comes out of him.
Mind you, how
He jumps into a trough of vodka.
Ah,
mind
why
you-
did we switch this out?
how I read the rules is that if you use your weapon and you just say I don't want to kill him when you do your last hit on him, they don't die.
Yeah, because, like, you aim for, I don't know, their arm.
That said, magical effects that are super deadly that you can't really control, like fire or lightning or...
Acid.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to say arrows you can't incapacitate people with either. Because
What if
that
I put
makes
a
sense.
boxing glove on it?
Then you have disadvantage to hit, but I'll allow it.
And I paint the boxing glove green.
What if I have rubber balls instead of arrowheads?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
It
We'll
can
see
still
what
take an
happens.
eye attack
First,
and-
you have to discover rubber.
I'm just saying, if you don't have a controlled weapon that you can say I don't want to kill the person with, if you don't have it, you can't. You'll kill the person.
I accept that.
What does it take to kill a person? Doesn't it like half your con over?
No, that's old rules. You just bring a person down to 0 hit points and they die.
If they're not an important character, they die.
They die.
So they're Doritos in this game. That's great.
Is it my
Crunch.
action? Can I go grab him before he
Yeah,
tries
sure.
to-
Go grab him. Make an attack roll to grab him.
All right. Is it attack or athletics?
Grappling is, I believe, to grab. I believe it's the attack. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you make an attack.
Attack, search, making an attack, grappling. You can use an attack action to make a special melee attack a grapple.
And then they use athletics or acrobatics to get out.
If you make multiple attacks, this replaces only one of them.
Okay, so I roll attack then.
Yes.
Oh, so you can grab him and then punch him.
All right, so
Or you can just punch him. Run up and go.
well, I guess,
He's
but I don't want to
already
knock him
won.
out. Well, I guess I don't know how bad off he is. Maybe I would just punch him.
I mean, he's got to look pretty terrible right now.
Can I hit him with the flat of my
5-degree
blade and kind of knock him out?
Yeah, sure. You can do that.
I'll flat of my blade, smack him in the face. 12.
Yeah, he ducks under that.
That's fair. I don't have a second attack or anything, so
Okay, Audrey.
Don't kill him! Arrest him!
I mean I made it
So
obvious.
You don't
do
you don't
you
see this.
actually-
You're out of the door. You're outside in the terrarium area.
Okay. I figured I was, like, right up close to the doorway.
You can run in though.
Um,
It's not even hard for you.
It's hard to see through it. Regulus is in front of it.
Run between his legs.
Okay.
I hear you can do that. And punch him in the ding ding.
I've totally lost
Is
track
this
of what
why
I was
you
about to
called me?
ask. Oh, is he grappled or did Verbositus just hit him instead?
He just
I try. It looks like I
Try
tried to
to hit
slap him
him.
with the flat of my blade, but he got out of the way.
exactly.
Okay. I just wanted to know whether he was already grappled.
I need a few more levels before I can do two things. A whole lot more levels.
I'm gonna attempt to run in and take a quick look at what's going on. I may try to do something else after I take my movement.
All right, you run in and you see a well-charred halfling. His clothes are wet, but they have charred marks and there've been holes have burnt into them. He's got some second-degree burns. He don't look too good. You see Verbositus with a sword in his hand. It looks like he's trying to strike him with the flat of his blade to knock him out. And you ran through Regulus's legs to get in here, and he's standing over the door. And it looks like he had just finished casting a spell.
I go, guys, don't kill him!
Okay.
I will take what movement I can to get up to
All right, you
Ego.
engage him. Regulus.
He is embarrassed by the request for engagement. Right. I am going to. I guess I'm gonna try to. It's athletics. It's not acrobatics to grapple somebody, right? It's athletics.
It's athletics. Oh, wait, to grab somebody, it's just an attack roll.
Yeah. It's
To initiate a
athletics or
grapple?
acrobatics to get out of the grapple.
Yes. To maintain the grapple or to get out of the grapple, it's
It's
athletics,
strength?
acrobatics.
I think it's acrobatics or athletics against
Their-
strength.
Your strength, yeah. It's to get out, it's athletics or acrobatics. To keep the hold, it's just athletics. But to make the grab in the first place, an attack roll.
Okie dokie.
Roll a d20
I guess so. Yeah.
and then add your
So
strength
13. Does a
modifier, I
13 or dex or strength? I thought.
What are
unarmed
you doing?
strength.
You're grappling him?
grappling.
Yeah,
Attack
attempting to
roll.
grapple him. Yeah, I
Well,
don't have like a grapple attack set
Well,
up.
it's strength.
Strength, so yeah, it's a
It's a
13.
melee attack. 13.
Yeah, it
got-
would be for me too.
You grabbed him.
Sucker.
All right. Ego is gonna.
Get
Try
got.
to escape.
Yeah, he's gonna try to escape. He's
Of
got
course.
neither athletics or acrobatics, but he's got dexterity.
Ooh, he's stuck.
He's stuck. You got him.
Yeah, I got him. I have to roll athletic strength to keep him, but
Verbositus.
I pull out my coin pouch and go, "Can't we just talk?"
lock the doors. We're going to torture this little sapling.
I'm not planning to torture him. I'm still trying to just talk to the guy.
I'm just joking. I was just making a facetious
Okay.
comment out of character.
He says, "What do you want?"
We want to know who put a box full of rats inside a friend of ours' home.
He says, I have no idea. Can you be more specific?
Why, have you done this a lot, or just the
Ye-
ones?
You know, a lot of people that rent out rats.
Titus Hilarious.
Not hilarious.
He's
Hostilus.
hilarious.
Hostilus.
He likes humor.
So, I could tell you, you Factorum stooges, what's going on, but I want some assurances first.
Assurance like,
I want to just be let go. No more. None of this. No more investigation by Factorum. You go get your guy, whoever you're looking for, I can point you the way. Otherwise, no deal.
Insight check to know if he's telling the truth.
Sure.
Doop. He's good, guys. I totally trust him. It's not like he's running some shady animal thing out of the back of a zoo. Oh, wait. I don't know if anyone else wants to test his sincerity.
I don't know. I might just want to talk to the animals instead.
oh yes, she can do that.
I
You know,
mean,
it would be a shame if we did have to turn you in for all this. But as I see it, right now, some animals got loose. We helped you to subdue them. Shame they didn't survive. But right now, we could part as friends. Really, is all I want.
That's all I want.
So just name the name.
I would like your word, sir. Your bond that this will go no further.
Of course.
He'll make an insight check on you. Are you deceiving him?
I am undecided, but I'll roll deception.
Yeah,
to
sure.
be decided.
well,
7.
I will tell them that so long as we don't find out it was really you who did it, you're
I don't
in the
have
clear.
any murders intent, but like I say, I really have. I don't know enough to make a decision right now. Since I don't know what's going on, I don't really know for a fact that I don't want to kill him. I mean, if it turns out that he's a part of something like some baby molesting cult, and I'm like, well, I gave my word, he gets to live. You know?
Oh, he's just talking about this one thing. Like, this thing.
For just this?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to kill him for this.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really care.
That's all he cares about. Like, he's, if there's other crimes that he did, that's a different.
Those are separate.
Those are separate. This is about this thing. You don't drag him in for any sort of connection to this thing or this animal wrangling business at all. And he'll tell you exactly where you need to go.
Okay.
All right. He's satisfied with your deal then. He'll say, you might want to look into his neighbor, Clovius Silo.
Clovius Silo.
Pull out my notes and write that down.
Regulus, do you know him? I mean, I know you know nobles.
Clovius. I'll check in 1 second. Clovius, can you spell his last name?
Silo, Silo.
Okay. And yeah, I'll make a history check to see if I recognize this individual.
I will offer the halfling my hand to pull him up out of the trough.
Never heard of him.
So
All right, Regulus, are you still holding him?
Yeah, I'm still holding him.
I will offer him my hand and say, let's let him out of the trough.
I don't.
I'll, like,
was
pick
he
him up.
still in the trough?
So I don't know if he still has his rats. You said they were in you said they were at Titus Hostilius's place?
Yes, someone hid them in his wine cellar to destroy them.
You might want to figure out how you can link those rats to him somehow. I'm not sure how you can do that, but he's the culprit.
Well, yeah, there was a cage in
You,
his cellar,
could
but
you-
it said municipal zoo on it.
I was just going to say, did you sell him the rats? I mean, you might want to put in your books that someone stole one of your crates of rats. Because that's going to show up.
Oh, that's a good idea. He walks. Do you mind?
I'll follow him, but I don't like.
All right,
grab him.
he'll waddle on over to an office.
When he
He'll
says the
pull
name,
out a
can I
book.
do an insight check?
He'll pull out a book. He'll go back a couple pages in time, and he'll say, "Oh, right here is the notation for missing equipment. And you can see it's actually a long time back. Like, this guy's probably been running this shit for a while. And he's like, just,
Just only about 5 years ago, one of our cages vanished.
and he'll pull out the page and give it to you and say, here you go, here's your evidence. Hope it works out for you. I'm not sure how you can link him to a missing cage, though.
We'll worry about that.
I still would like to do an insight check on him saying the name, giving us the name.
Okay. Make the insight check. Yeah, he seems to be pretty sure it's this Clovia.
Clovius.
No, Clovia.
Oh, okay.
It's Clovia. Clovia Silo.
Clitoris. It's a good Roman name.
This Clovia Silo person. Probably a woman.
Yeah, that's a lady name.
Okay.
Very well, let's go. And I will look around and start brushing myself off, clean off the plate.
There's straw all around, you know, that kind of stuff.
Is there any source of fresh water? Because I don't want to use the drinking
Yeah, he's got
water.
fresh water. He
I
fills the
will
cage
actually start just like cleaning my clothing. I'll be ready in a moment. Cockatrice blood you have to get that out now.
Yeah, well,
It will set.
he says the aqueduct runs right through the zoo because the animals
I'm
need fresh
sorry, I
water.
say chicken blood has to be got down. Those are giant chickens.
You
What
were
the
also
hell?
pecked pretty badly. You're bleeding.
I'm not worried about the wound. I'm worried about the clothes. The wound is under the clothes. I do need to stop the bleeding. I packed the wound with straw so that it doesn't bleed anymore into the clothes and start cleaning the clothes.
All right. You try and tidy yourself up the best as possible.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, maybe we should go ahead and get our reward now.
Well, we haven't actually confronted the culprit.
Whoa.
We have some proof, but we have to actually attach the missing cage, which we have proof that it was missing, to the man
I
who we
mean
know.
for the
planted it.
original contract.
Oh, well, yes, that's where the rats came from. We killed the rats. We just need to show where they came from to get the rest of it. And when he submits his little thing and says this is how much he's willing to pay, be like, great, we've already done it. Now that you've submitted, we know what you were willing to pay. Hopefully it's like 300. He wanted something that wasn't copper rated. He was offering us a copper price.
Well,
So,
if we're going to
that's it.
sneak
we need to
into
go see
his
this,
neighbor's house, if we're
I
gonna
consult my notes and say the right name.
if we're going to sneak into his neighbor's house, we might need to unlock a door.
Maybe, or we could just knock.
Maybe.
Yeah, very well. Let's go.
All right, off you go.
I take my
If
dagger
we
on the
turn
way
this
out.
thing in, Corey, if we turn this thing in, can we still investigate or are we done?
You might have to talk to the gnomes about that.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure. So I'm like, let's just go knock.
I have some gold, and if we perhaps pool our gold together, we could arrange to come upon some thieves' tools.
Well, I'm not exactly wealthy, so I don't have much money.
Then let's just go knock. It'll be fine. It's the worst that could happen.
We
Well-
die.
I look over at you and go, you might want to at least invest in some
Yeah, you might want hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely don't have 50 gold for a potion. and we
I'm
don't have a
barely
healer.
hanging
So,
on
moving
here.
Well put. Let us go.
Okay.
I'd be like, you try and
This
seduce a cleric.
this time I will lead the way.
Okay.
Okay,
You're going to Clovia's place for the Factorum Guild. Where are you headed?
Clovius, I think.
All right. Sela Manor. Off you go.
Oh, and by the way, if it's important, anytime we move through the city, we go twice as fast as we should. When we're with
That's helpful.
me. I don't know how strictly you're keeping track of time.
That's a good question.
So you go up to the gates. There's a big gate to Clovia Manor. I'm sorry, Sela Manor. Sela Manor.
CeeLo.
Maybe you could use your pull as a noble to convince the guards we're just visitors.
Visitors who are super beaten up and barely hanging on to
I'm
life.
fine. Yeah, looks almost offended.
I mean, I am still wearing my Factotum Guild thing. I still think we should be able to use that to our advantage to say, hey, we're investigating shit.
If we want this man to open up and tell us what's going on, it's so much easier to lie than to walk up and say, tell us.
Mm,
We're
You
just
say that.
checking in on
That's not right.
vermin infestations
The-
because we've
the-
heard there are some going
the-
around.
the halfling did not seem to agree with you. It took quite a bit of jostling to get word out of him.
Yes, because you walked up and blew it.
Well, I cannot say that my presence will be undetected when we go and see this Clobia.
So just tell him that you're a noble. Otherwise, you're saying I'm a noble who has dirtied himself to take all these low jobs.
Is that not obvious by my stature?
Sure, why not?
We'll go up to the manor.
Okay. You walk up to the manor. There's a gate.
Is there like a bell at the gate, or is
Yeah. There's a way to signal people.
it slap the bell?
You
Okay.
push a button, and out of the back of the box, the bird comes out and like flies up to the banner.
I thought you were gonna say you push the button and then like out of the doorway you just see a bunch of people run out of the house and into like the alleyway. Cheese it, they're on to us.
Halfling walks up. Hello, sir.
I kind of wait for one of the other two to say something, and if they don't, then I'll start talking.
You're the noble.
Yeah, but I'm also the person who is the worst at talking. So I give y'all an opportunity, and when y'all don't, I go, "Good day. My name is Regulus Octus. I'm here to speak with the head of the household,
What business?
Clobia Silo.
Well,
Silo.
I'm the groundskeeper here. What is this concern? What is the matter?
Official business of the Factotum Guild.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll relay the message. I'll get back to you quite shortly. And he'll move off.
Since he said it, I'll go ahead and put on the factotum pin again. Look, disappointed.
You're not supposed to take it off while you're on business.
Another-
Yes, whatever.
Another halfling comes up with the first. They'll open the gates.
Two halflings?
Yeah, another halfling walks up. They open the gates up. The first one says, "Hello, I'm Lucky. Follow me."
I follow him.
Okay, you walk into the manor. There's a big room with a big fire in the center of it. It's nice and warm. Lots of art and books, scrolls.
4-foot bookshelves.
There's couches and pillows, places for you to sit. And a woman walks in. Hello. You were wishing to speak to me with the factotum?
Indeed, I am. Please have a seat, and I will take a seat myself.
I thank you. Very generous offering me a seat in my own home. Is this a serious matter?
Indeed, it is a part of an investigation, a much broader investigation that you may have the capability of helping us to resolve.
Very well. What is the situation? What questions do you have?
Hey, while they're talking, I'm going to pull out that page that he gave me. And I checked the date on it. When did that box go missing? When did you pick this box up?
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Well, tell me this. How is your relationship with your neighbor Titus?
Oh, he throws these lavish parties. They're kind of a nuisance. In fact, if you guys could do something about that, I was told that there's no legal recourse I could make for that type of thing.
Could there be perhaps an illegal recourse?
She looks at you.
Like perhaps
like,
3 weeks ago?
And she says, I don't know what you're talking about.
Insight?
Sure.
I did say 3 weeks ago. So I hope that she knows what I'm talking about. Did it not go? Let me click it again.
I don't see it, yeah.
There it goes.
There we go.
Oh, I'm not the most insightful of people.
So, you said something wrong, so she's going to get advantage on her deceit check.
It was wrong?
Something wrong.
I can't tell you what.
The book is doctored weird.
So, she says, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm an upstanding person, and
I apologize. I didn't mean it the way it sounded. Give me one moment. I pull out a piece of charcoal, a charcoal stick, and I put it to my face and go, like this. How's my mole? And I cast Friends. It gives me advantage for the next minute on all social interactions with her.
Okay, sure.
That is clever.
And I just start giggling at the whole situation.
Is charcoal your component for casting friends?
Yes. I put on makeup.
That's funny. Okay. No, you can't giggle. You don't know. You have no idea what just happened. No one knows what happened except for him.
Oh,
Well,
no,
yeah,
I
think she
have
was
no
laughing at the
idea.
absurdity
I
of
just
what
think
we're doing.
Oh, okay.
the general situation is funny. Because, like, why would you ask about an illegal recourse?
So
You can do something about anything illegally.
So yeah, you have advantage, I guess. It affects you. It doesn't affect other people, right?
No, it's just only the persuasion checks I make.
Okay. Persuasion, not deception.
Let me see. I think it's just persuasion. Let me double check. I don't think it affects deception. Friends.
Friend.
So no one told you that you.
Do the clap.
Blah 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 blah.
All
Perfect.
charisma checks directed at one creature of my choice that
Ooh,
is not
charisma.
hostile.
Nice.
Oh, charisma checks.
So yes, deception also, and performance. Let's juggle. There is a downside, I think. Let me see.
Wait, all charisma checks?
Probably
She
after
will
you
be
leave,
hostile
she
at
knows.
the end of the minute.
Right.
Wait. Hold on, just real quick. All charisma checks, right?
Yes.
Is that a first level spell or a 0 level spell?
Neither. It's a cantrip.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. A
Cantrip?
cantrip. Yeah.
You have
It's a
So-
freebie.
0 level spell.
Yeah. So well, that's what I said. I said a first level spell or a 0 level spell.
Yeah, it's not a real thing, but cantrip, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So as a cantrip, when you get higher level as a hexblade, you can use your charisma for all attack rolls.
Yeah, but I'm not Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you could use friendship to then gain advantage on all of your
You know,
charisma-based
I
attack
think
rolls.
you're right, and I can do that at first level. That's actually why I have a +5 to hit with my. I have attacking
Wow.
personality. I
nice,
had
nice
never thought of
catch.
that. Wow, you just found a way to have advantage on attacks as a first level character? Well done, sir. That's super broken.
Mind you, it is a concentration to do this, and
You gotta think about being friendly.
yeah. 2, it doesn't work on anything that's hostile towards you already.
Oh yeah. So the moment I attack her, she's going to cease to be friendly.
Yeah.
But for that first attack in a round,
If
that's
I'm surprising her, if I surprise her,
I got you.
so you could surprise.
Stab
Walk up behind
first,
someone,
ask
put on the
questions
mole,
later.
whip out the sword, and
So
the last thing they hear is they die. How's my bowl?
so she'll turn to all of you and she'll say, is this entire thing about Hostilius?
There are accusations that he says that his neighbors have been complaining about him, and he believes that some neighbor put some rats in his basement or something like that. So we're just asking around to see if you've seen anything. Please tell me, have you seen anything?
Even
Sweat
if I
bubble.
saw anything, he deserves it. So why would I say anything if one of my good-natured neighbors wishes to do something about a rowdy troublemaker in our neighborhood?
Because one neighbor judges him, then you do something, maybe you grow your plants in a design that the neighbor doesn't like, and then they judge you. You don't want neighbors like this that just go outside the law, do you?
Well, when that happens, we'll do something about it.
When that happens, the Factotum Guild is requested to intervene.
Oh, you're right here,
Hence
right
why
now.
we are here.
Yes, you're right here, right
Well,
now.
Since you haven't denied having seen it, is it at least fair to say maybe you've seen it? Please tell me.
Make a persuasion roll.
All right. Let me switch back to that page. And persuasion. Oh wait, advantage. Now persuasion.
Well, one of those was a
Oh,
6.
dang, I
The
suck.
other one was a
Do
9.
you have
though.
Wow.
inspiration still?
You know I do. I'm the only one that still has it.
Indeed, you are.
Oh, that's a good
Hey,
roll.
That's way better than a 6 and a
All
9.
right.
I don't know if inspiration actually I can count the 21. I think inspiration gives me one reroll. I don't know if it rerolls at advantage or not. Either way, it's a 19 or a 21. Up to Corey. I don't know.
Okay, you have forced her to say something, so she has to say something about this, and she says, "Oh yes. Sometimes I see Flavius sneaking around at night. He's the neighbor on the other side. Maybe you want to talk to him."
Insight.
Yeah, I'm
Is
going
there
to do an
any
All right,
insight?
you
gonna-
you have advantage on this insight check. I'm just saying, everybody has
Bardic
advantage.
inspiration on Verbositus as well.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, well, I forgot to use advantage, but I also
Never
rolled a nat
mind.
20. So,
Oh, we're all supposed to. Yeah. Here.
well, yeah, I said I was going to
So,
check.
Regulus.
Real sneaky.
Yeah, she's 100% lying here. That did not happen. In fact, you're pretty sure that she did it. And you see tells that she's covering up for herself.
I look at her and I literally say, I want to make sure I get her name right.
Clovia
Clovia.
Silo.
Clovia. Listen, I'm from this district. I know Titus, I know his habits, and his friends are very numerous. His parties indeed might be quite
Annoying?
disruptive. However, he has friends in very high places, friends who would not take kindly to those who would seek to stop these parties from occurring.
She looks around, sizes you
Well,
all up, and then says,
there,
"Where
there
did you
is
get
a
that
solution.
sword?"
Damn it. Hold
I give
on.
her a weird look and go, "We are investigating you, madame."
Oh, that sword, I believe, belongs to Titus, and I don't believe he would give that up to some copper factotum.
I get a wide
Factotum.
smile on my face when she says that, and I go, "Interesting that you would know of a sword hidden in a secret hallway inside of Titus's own household."
Oh yes, uh, that blowhard, um, that blabbering blowhard has invited me to his one of his parties. And yes, he has a secret little abode that he likes to invoke humor to spice up his parties. And yes, that sword was there. I never went back. I don't worship humor. I worship the absolute, uh, like all good, well-adjusted people of the Eternal City. That man is a cult worshiper. All right?
The
Then
halfling
you
already
can
gave you up. One from the
understand.
two. We know who you are. We know what you've done.
So you can understand why we would take it as evidence as part of our investigation.
Oh, um, I don't understand. How is that evidence? Uh, it's not illegal to worship to have shrines to humor. It's not like it was some evil primordial. It's just humor. If I were to come forward and say, "Oh, he has a shrine to humor," people he would simply say, "Oh, you don't understand. It came with the house before we started worshiping the absolute." You see how this works. The man is a cultist, yes, and he should be punished. And maybe that happened. Maybe that was a good thing.
I'm just going to point this out. She no longer likes me.
Yeah, I know. That's
It's
why.
been long
That's why
enough.
she pointed out the sword and we started getting
Okay.
really
wanna be
upset
sure.
at you.
Want to be fair and honest.
So, you believe I put rats in his basement. You stole his magical sword. Do I blame you? No. No, I don't. But maybe we could come to some sort of terms here. How does that sound?
What could we do that would work all this out? After all, it's fair to say that he is going to be putting in for a higher factotum contract to solve the mystery of who's sabotaging his parties. We had a chance to solve it before he did that, only, which we did, only tomorrow when he puts in the new contract, our previous contract to take care of the rats will be superseded.
Tell you what, I know the guy who's selling animals, dangerous animals, in the city. It's a halfling named Ego. And maybe
Already
you could.
defeated that man and killed his animals.
Well, he's just a halfling. Like, you could pin this entire thing on him, and say that he stole the sword. No one cares about a halfling, and you'll have my backing, my say-so on it, as a noble.
Can you give us one moment?
I was going to say, let's go in this corner over here.
I pull you guys around for a little bit of a huddle, like say,
Oh yeah, and when she says, "He's just a halfling," he does point to you and says, "No offense, dear.
I figured.
Of course.
And I'm basically like,
I feel fairly backed into a corner here. I don't like her, but
yeah,
Uh,
she's mean and she's
nobody
racist, but
nobody
so
should
is
get
he.
nobody should get fair treatment under the law. Both of them have broken it, and both of them should pay.
yes, but how do we do that?
Especially
bring
since
the
I'm pretty
we
sure she knows
Oh,
we took
I
the
know.
sword.
Okay.
Is she
Um,
going to accuse us of taking evidence? If we would not
oh,
get in trouble for taking it as evidence and returning it as thusly.
we just say we found it here. She's the one who's guilty. We just don't have any evidence to completely prove her guilty is the problem. Unless
We have documentation showing that Ego sold rats to her.
no,
We
that's not
have
what it says here. I show it to you.
The documentation just shows that there's equipment missing. And it's 3 weeks ago, which means he's been doing this for a while. The rats only appeared this week, like 2 days ago, maybe at the most.
Okay, well then we investigate her house. There must be some place that she was storing the rats, which would leave
When
some
we're
type of
talking to
residue.
her, you see that she's like looking at it. She's like right over there.
So one of us stays in the room with her, and the others go and investigate.
Howard, you had a thought?
On her?
You said unless? You had a thought?
I did have a thought. And then we talked, and I thought it kind of went. I don't remember what it was right now.
I'm beaming it to your head. I think I know what you were thinking of, but it's gone now, unfortunately.
It's gone. It's like it was only half formed. I was like, "Hey,
The epiphany was there, and it was snatched away. Well, I can give you a week to think about this because it is
Yep.
about time to end this adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't really have anything on anybody right now.
So we can give this a week. Remember to fill out the adventure log. And our watchers, the people watching it, can check out the Obsidian portal to look at the city and read the adventure log themselves. Before we go, I'd like to thank my patron squires over in the corner over there, KMJH, Andy Roberts, and Necrosis. Thank you so very much. You can go to my Patreon and donate yourself, or you can just go there and pick up some great free adventures. There's a D&D adventure written by Howard, and there's an L5R adventure written by yours truly. Since you made it through all of this video, click the thumbs up button, click the like button. You obviously liked it because you went and watched the entire thing.
Unless you hate watching, in which case, like it anyway, because that's fun.
How are they going to know if they didn't watch the entire thing?
I said hate watching.
Oh, hate watching? You want to hate
Sure.
watch us? Who would hate watch this? That's
I don't know.
weird.
That guy.
Oh, that guy.
If you hate watched
Well,
us,
he liked it at the beginning, and then I was like, "How's my mole?" And like a minute later, he hated it.
you know what? If you hate watched us, leave a comment so I know who you are. I'm very curious about
What
this.
kind of person would hate watch something?
Well, no, would hate watch an RPG playthrough. I understand hate watching like for news and like punditry and stuff, but D&D that's a weird one. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
That's who they are.
Goodbye. So,
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye bye.